I'd go from bronze to mythic if I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Shall redraft our account from Bronze to Mythic, Episode 5, Draft 5. Duskmourn is here. I guess it's been here, I guess, and now we've been doing it occasionally. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the buttons. We're cruising so far. Last few drafts are great. If you didn't watch them, watch them on YouTube. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, take that half a second, like the video, leave a comment, support the channel. If you like the show and you want to see it succeed, hit the comments. We're gold tier 1, trying to hop into platinum here in 5 drafts. That'd be a great start. Let's see if we can do it. All right, let's do this. And open up. Not quite Valgavoth. We got a demonic console.
Still a piece of garbage.
Not great. Not great. What else we got here, though? We got Shard Mage's Rescue. Great trick. We've played it before. Mr. Plus almost 1. Hexproof. This is sort of like Snakeskin Veil on steroids because it triggers Eerie and stuff, which is great. We got a Paranormal Analyst. Now, this card is exciting. 2 mana for a 1/3. Whenever you manifest Dread, the card that would go into your graveyard just goes into your hand. You just draw it. So whenever you manifest Dread, you draw a card, which is phenomenal. With this, you get to surveil and draw a card, basically. Unbelievably good. And the blue-green mechanic in this set is all about the surveil stuff and the manifest Dread face down stuff. So this is a very exciting one. We also got the Sawblade Skin Ripper. Rakdos Sacrifice, want to sacrifice enchantments or creatures. That's pretty exciting too. And everything else is below the level of these cards, honestly. Some good green cards, whatever. But so we're trying out a new archetype here. Is it going to be blue-green Manifest Dread, or is it going to be Rakdos Skin Rippers? I kind of want to try blue-green, honestly. I think this card's awesome. The Analyst thinks this is a really, really good linchpin card. Ugh. 2 mana for 1/3 draws cards. But we get past a Rip Spawn Hunter, and this card just seems pretty ridiculous. 4/4 for 4 has the survival mechanic. So
we survived.
Survival mechanic is whenever it's tapped your second main, then you get to do a thing. And this one is insane. Look at the top 4 cards. Top X cards of your library, X its power, and that many creatures or vehicles, different powers goes to your hands. It's basically just like, draw 1 or 2 cards a turn. Honestly busted. I don't think that green-white seems that good, but this card's awesome. So we also have a Attracting the Screen, Veteran Survivor, Manifest Dread. Obviously, this pick does not jive with our Paranormal Analyst at all. That being said, your goal in your draft is your first few picks are speculative. You are trying to kind of like figure out what to do and get there. Rating low, I assume, because you have a blue card and just being too locked in. The blanket rating on the card is very, very high, 51. So, but yeah, we're gonna take the Hunter here. Your first few picks, you're looking for something to believe in. All right, you are trying to to find a way to get into a deck that works and seeing what's open. So, but yeah, I do think that Surveil is a little rough. But all right, so we get past the back with a Shard Mage's Rescue, great card. Not really that in line with what the blue-green deck, the green-white deck's trying to do, but still pretty good. This is good as a trick. I think that one of the things about the survival cards is you always attack with them. You want them to survive combat, so your opponents are very inclined to block. So tricks are a little better. Unsettling Twins is pretty good. Manifest Dread. We could maybe end up being like a 3-color deck. We'll see. But I think it's Rescue here. I don't think it's that close, honestly. Wicker Folk is great. Nuisance is pretty good. The Bestie's fine and whatever. But yeah, take the Rescue here. Rescue's pretty great. And then we'll see exactly where we want to go with this. Right now we have open options. We're not necessarily locked into anything. And we see a Campground, a Spine Seeker Centipede, which is obviously a good mana fixer. Also a Monster's Emergence, good removal spell. And Surgical Suite is a returns a small creature and then puts counters on things. I think this card's fine, but a little unexciting. I think we're taking Monster's Emergence here. This is the Bite spell. It could also choose a card from your hand. It's almost like a green Doomblade, which is pretty sick. Yeah, I think this Suite. Centipede, Campground, Fear of Mobility, Surgical Suite, all reasonable cards. I don't think I'm opposed to trying to be 3 colors because there is Manifest Red stuff, in white and green. So we'll see. But for now, Monster's Emergence, take the removal spell. Keeping an eye on things, passing a Mutilator. But yeah. All right, cool. The white cards keep on coming. Trapped in the Screen is a great removal spell, obviously. It's an enchantment. It's a removal spell. Couldn't ask for more. There's also a Let's Play game. A card that's been pretty good against us. I haven't cast it yet. But whenever my opponent has played this, it's been pretty good. Also, Interventions. A couple black cards here. Tunnel Surveyor, Branch Stabber. Pretty good pack, honestly. Just like good cards across all the colors. But yeah, pretty easy pick here. Take the removal spell and go from there. Okay. So you get past the pack. It looks like white is not particularly open. Haven't seen much. We've got a Lakeside Shack, which is a blue-green land. We also just have the Expanse, which is a 3-color land, technically, and we're not even sure if we're to be blue or not. Fanatic Strength. I think this card's actually fine if you're the survival deck, because, again, your opponents are inclined to block. This leaves behind a pretty good little boost, but I think nothing here is that exciting. Or should take the Expanse to keep things open. Yeah. Surprised the rating on Creeping Peeper is so high. Just okay. But yeah. All right. Expanse it is. And all right, maybe I lied. Maybe white is open. So we see a Patched Plaything, which is very, very good with Manifest Dread stuff. If you could flip it up, kind of cool. Obviously, the card's just fine overall. It's a 2-1 double strike for 3 isn't that bad. I also got Cult Healer. Another reanimation spell, Emerge of the Cocoon. Hardened Escort is not really that great, just kind of like a middling common. So yeah, we'll just fire up the Plaything. So far, blue looking like it's probably not going to be a thing, but we get past a Living Phone. Whenever this dies, look at top 5, creature power 2 or less. I think this card's like pretty middling, honestly. 2-1 kind of sucks. I think Anthropede is fine, but not really that exciting. Strangled Cemetery, somewhat interesting too. Kind of weird. The pack set doesn't seem that weak, but like we're not really getting any direction from them. I'm gonna take the land. Just gonna take the land, keep it open. Love taking lands, you know. We got our pack comes back from our opening with a Flesh Burrower. This card's been awesome. Been really, really good. So, love Flesh Burrower. Pushes things through. Great blocker. Nothing else here is remotely close to it. So, Trapped in the Screen, Tables.
Inconceivable.
That's really, really good for us, obviously. Also, Vanical Strength and Peeper. So, it's weird. White, like, we haven't seen many, like, creatures or things like that, but the screens. All right, the Twins table, which manifests Dread. The Lakeside Shack also tables, which is amusing because, like, if we're playing the Twins, you want to play the Analyst too. And Twins isn't really that good if we're not playing the Analyst. I'm going to take the land. Wow. Third to last Thornspire Verge, huh? Fear ability is pretty good. And whatever, just get some stuff here. So kind of a weird pack. Like, we got some cards, but nothing, like, super exciting. And now pack 2, we open up a Unholy Annex. Pretty good rare, and we are way off color here. Obviously, double black is not a thing for us, so kind of sucks. This card's pretty sweet. 5 mana, make a 6/6 as the floor is awesome. And then it has this weird Phyrexian Arena effect, too. We got Fear of Isolation. We're not sure if we're splashing blue or not, but sure. Pretty good card. 2/3, bounces, redoes things. Break Down the Door. Disenchant, Manifest Dread, fine. You also have the Wari Watchdog, which I think is great. I think this card's worse if you're not doing Delirium stuff, which we're not really in line for at the moment. Yeah, we only have one blue card, and it requires us to have Manifest Dread stuff, which we don't really have yet, so let's take the Watchdog. Dog's pretty good. We get past the pack with the Mind Skinner. That is something. And then not a ton else. Cathartic Parting is pretty good. It's just like a disenchant with a little bit of upside. Disenchant, it can hate on Delirium, which is kind of cool. You know, best cards at the back, Nowhere to Run, Murder, which is not ideal for us. We could obviously splash black too. We have this Strangled Cemetery, so like, you know, I don't know exactly what a Abzan deck would look like, but Parting is probably just the pick. I think Disenchant. The first Disenchant's pretty good in this format. There are a lot of enchantments, a lot of artifacts. This is close to a Doomblade with some upside. Fear Immobility is a cool card, but don't need a million of that card. we're not really sure what we're doing yet. We kind of just have like a pile of cards, which is not the most exciting. Here's a Shroud Stomper. We do have a Emerge from the Cocoon. So we got a late reanimation spell, but I think that's kind of sketchy here. Attractive Screen and Monstrous Emergence. I mean, Attractive Screen is great. You know, this pack's juiced. We'll probably table a card. Twins, Emergence, Flesh Burrower. But, so we kind of have a weird, this has happened a few times now. We end up with like these weird kind of like controlling decks that in theory should be aggro. Like, we were like big Boros one draft, and now we're kind of like big Selesnya. I mean, I'm just going to take the Attractive Screen, I guess. Shroud Stopper is really good, and that could be a path, but I don't have any ways to discard it or like get it in the graveyard, so let's take the Attractive Screen and see where we go. Oh boy. Little Wooburg rare. We are definitely going to play this card at least once before the series ends, but this is not the time for it. The rare is actually insane. EDB top 7, you draw all enchantments, and then it can lock or unlock doors. It's really, really good. I also got 2. I had 2 on my pre-release. I just couldn't do it, unfortunately. Then we got another Rescue and the Unsettling Twins. I should think the Expanse. Second Rescue is like kind of in our deck. We're like not playing that many creatures. Twins is fine, but we'll get more Twins, I think. Just take the land. Keep ourselves really open here. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we got some nice cards. We got the Split Skin Doll, which is great. EDB draw discard, once you control a small creature. So it's mostly just draw. We also have another Analyst, but right now we have like what, like 1 or 2, any manifest at all? Maybe we have none. So right now it looks like we're not playing the Analyst, which is fine, whatever. The Doll's great, should take the Doll. Doll could also put us into a possible Reanimator or Reanimator path too. So Fear of Surveillance is also great. I think this card's excellent, but take the Doll and say its name is fine. It's the only card that's really here. All right, kind of a weird draft. It's like it's our first time being green-white, and like it feels like the survival thing isn't even there really. Here's a Veteran Survivor, just a good 1-drop. 1-drop, little upside as far as exiling graveyards. Again, Watchdog is good, but not as good in our deck because we're not doing graveyard stuff. This card goes up a lot if you're playing Delirium things. We are not really. So, yeah, I'll just get the Survivor. I would say that Alice can go to the board. Rootwise Survivor seems very mediocre. It's just a 3/4 for haste for 5. We do have a lot of removal spells. So maybe now it's time to try this card. It is, if you can clear a path for it, it's pretty good. With the phone again, which is kind of whatever. Yeah, let's try Survivor. I don't think it's great, but we don't really have any synergy stuff with the Surveil thing. I mean, with Survival either, as far as like tapping stuff. We see 2 Commune with Evils and the Living Phone again. And I don't have a count for 2 power creatures. It's not very high, though. All right, I think Jump Scare is fine. Again, pump spells seem better if you're playing survival stuff. We have a bunch of removal spells. I don't think we're going to play it, but... All right. Fear Immobility Tables. I love this card. It's good to push through your stuff or even tap your own things. Just kind of cute. The Shroud Stomper also tables, as does the Unsettling Twins. We don't have a lot of ways to draw and discard. We have 1 reanimation spell. Okay, never mind. Time ran out. So whatever. 6 Twins. I think that's fine too. So second Rescue. Okay. Fear also table. I mean, like, our colors seem open, Another Stomper and a Oblivious Bookworm. Come Back Wrong is a removal spell with a little bit of upside where you get to reuse ETBs. But otherwise, this pack is pretty bad for us. There are 2 monocolored cards that are both pretty mediocre. There's a Campground, but like we're not really looking to splash blue at this point. We have no real Manifest Dread stuff. Kind of just have this like weird pile of cards, honestly. We haven't really been able to find like a synergy lane. I mean, we have like a decent curve and a lot of removal spells. Ugh. All right. We could splash this maybe. I don't even know. This pack's just like so mediocre. All right. Savior of the Small. This is a weird survival card also. If it survives, you get to return a creature, but it's another 3/4 for 4, which is another badly statted creature, which is not great. I think this card's kind of eh. Another Fear of Immobility. There's a Branch Snapper, but like I don't know if we want like a big idiot like this. I guess if we play this, we're more inclined to want to play the Emerge from the Cocoon also. But it's kind of like a small package for reanimating. Dane, awesome, my friend. We have a ton of playables, too. It's just so many playable cards right now. Alright, I'll take the Land Cycler and not be sure about it, honestly. Another Rootwise Survivor. Again, this card just seems kind of bad. I don't know. It seems okay, but we do have like a decent number of ways to push through. Here's Manifest Dread, but not very exciting in our deck, honestly. I think if you don't have any graveyard stuff going on or any synergy with face downs, Manifest Dread's kind of just like whatever. It's a late Tamer. This card's great. All right. I'm going to take the Survivor, I guess. Chris, reset. Thanks so much. Another Emerge. Centipede, Watchdog. Dazzling Theater is a pretty bad rare. Convoke is not worth it. And then the untap thing's not really worth it either. Greenhouse, lands tap for any color. Also not really worth it. Escort is okay. It's not great. Centipede's fine. Not really deliriuming, but a 2/1 to get the land still totally fine. The Watchdog's probably just where we're going to get. Watchdog's the beater. So just going to take the beater. And I guess we're just like this weird like beatdown deck. We have come back wrong. We have 1 black land and 2 expanses. So we could splash the removal spell. Could take a land here. We also have tons of playables too. Splashing for 1 removal spell is not that exciting. We also already have plenty of removal too. So I don't really want to splash. I think Savior the Small is worth trying. We'll just like try and do the survival thing. We'll just see how it looks. All right. We're just going to do survival and see how it plays. And kind of go from there, you know. Remake, Phone, Long Neck. None of these cards are great in our deck. Long Neck is a card I actually like a lot, but you have to be Delirium to care about it that much. We don't care about enchantments or Delirium, so it's kind of like just whatever. Remake, Living Phone. These are all pretty mediocre cards. Late Dragonfire too, but all right, I'll take the Long Neck. And another Unsettling Twins, also a Beastie, and then another Walk-In Closet. I'm sorry, this is Walking. This is the card that's like gonna be playable in Vintage Cube. It's Crucible of Worlds and a Yawgmoth's Will. Not very good in regular draft though. Twins are fine in our deck, I guess. The Beastie already we have a lot of 5s already, so Cheerleader's great. This is a really good 2-drop. We have no like survival enablers though. Things that tap creatures without needing to attack. Really, like I don't want to target my own things with my my Fear of abilities and stuff. Cultivar not very good for us. Campground probably not very good either. So, all right, here's Drag. I mean, you could splash Drag the Roots also, I guess. But we already have a lot of removal. Honestly, Fear of ability is kind of gas. Yeah, let's just take the Fear. No splashes. The Tamer tables. Come on.
Inconceivable! Good Lord.
What is going on here? You people are ridiculous. All right, and then the Centipede also tables, as does the Escort. Escort does sort of enable. Sure. Let's just try and do survival. Let's just like do the survival thing that's written on the package and see how it works. That's the whole point of the show, right? All right, so let's take a look. We're just like a weird green-white beatdown deck. We're over 1,000, which is nice, I guess. And 28 cards here. I don't think the Twins are very good in our deck. Again, no graveyard stuff. We're not really even going wide. Like, we're going a little more tall than wide, I think. I think Jump Scare is worse than Rescue. You're going to cut the Jump Scare. 2 rescues. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. We have 6 2-drops. Say I think it's pretty bad also. 6 2-drops is fine. Definitely cutting at least 1 Twins. We have the pump spells with the Plaything, which is pretty good. Escort's fine, I guess. We have a lot of 5s. I'm gonna cut one of these survivors. I think this card kind of sucks, honestly. I think Burke Strider's awesome. So Burke Strider's great. And then we got a lot of duels we're just not playing, which is kind of weird, but think any green-white duels, which sucks. I think it's just it. It's just our deck. So we're mostly using, we're just gonna push through survival with tricks and attacks. So you have 3 Trap Tempest Reigns and 3 Fear Immobilities to kind of push through. And I guess we're playing the Branch Snapper. Big Show Reset, thanks so much. And this is our deck. All right, so I don't know if our deck's good or not, but here it is. We are a lot heavier on white than green. And we're going to want to play this Terramorphic Expanse. We get some double greens. I kind of want to play an Expanse, I think. Just a little bit of fixing. So let's win some die rolls. Just kind of do our thing, right? So let's play, what is this going to be? 8-7-1. And, all right, so not the most exciting, honestly. We have any rares? I don't think we have any rares, right? Oh, I'm sorry, we have 1 rare. We've got the Rip. So 1 rare, not that exciting, but hey, we're gold. We're trying to get into platinum. It's prediction time, folks. Time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? You two folks take a second and pause the video, scroll to the comments. Liking the video along the way, of course. Let me know, are you a believer or non-believer? All right. Cash your bets, and let's see if we can't survive our way into platinum. All right, we're in. Chat. Come hang out with me. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the Watchdog. We're gonna keep his hand on the back of the Watchdog here. Yeah, so I'm going to Orlando on Saturday. We're like just gonna miss the hurricane apparently, which is good. So we're gonna keep this on the back of Watchdog. We have more white sources, and we have a lot of looks at a white source too. It's a really good 1-drop. I want to know what the stats are for the win rate of this card on the play on turn 1. Oh my god, this card's unbelievable. All right, the good news is that they're Boros. This card's also good. A little FOMO. Discard and attack for 2. Yeah, this is obviously a ridiculous draw on the play for our opponent. Let's Watchdog for a white source. Surveil, we see a white source. Did it.
Bingo!
All right.
Yeah, really, really powerful card. Next turn will probably be, we might just fire off double screens, honestly. We'll see. Watchdog, though, holding the fort. I love this card. It beats, it blocks, it surveils. They play an irreverent Gremlin. It is irrelevant, though. It's just a 2/2, not an enchantment, holds the fort. Awesome. So we're going to fire up Trap Tempest Screen, I guess, on the Scavenger. It's weird, though, because, like, I don't think Boros is particularly enchantment heavy. So, like, how good is it in their deck? We're not really sure. We're casting Trap Tempest Screen because of curve considerations. It's just, like, the most mana efficient thing to do this turn. Or should I kill a Scavenger? So, let's kill Scavenger. The Gremlin's, like, annoying, but whatever. It does help with Delirium for the fear missing out, but we'll get there. So, they're all good rooms, it's true. Yeah, I think this card's just too good. So, they get 1 or 2 more triggers off it. It really sucks. So, we have the Twins next turn. They attack with Menace. Cool. Play land. They play Twins of their own. Pretty cool, honestly. This is a really cool card. Because it's obviously just fine. You know, 2/2/2s for 4 is fine, but it triggers all the 2 power or less stuff in Boros. It puts cards in the graveyard for the black-white deck for reanimating. It can be splashed in a blue-green deck. Just a cool card. All right, we draw Plains. So now our mana is good. We could go Screen and then Survivor. We're going to go there, I think. We're going to go Screen Survivor. Playing our own Twins. The FOMO is pretty close to Delirium. I guess a double attack isn't that bad. I'll just flood the board. We can see here a Survivor looking really, really bad.
Still a piece of garbage.
But sure, let's Twins of our own. Let's Surveil. We see our Rip and a Plains. All right, so we're going to put the Rip face down and be a little stingy with it because obviously this is a very powerful rare. And let's see what happens. It's weird because like Manifest Dread doesn't feel like a face down mechanic. I feel like it feels like it's just like a make a 2/2, but it like does matter sometimes. If you're studying, folks, welcome. My name is Jim. I'm a pro Magic player, full-time content creator, and if it's your first time here, hit the follow button, hit the like button, support the content. Episode 5, Draft 5, Game 1. Found footage. It seems very, very bad to Boros deck. So they had a great start, and now we're starting to slow down. They played a grab the prize, a found footage. These are cards that just don't make a lot of sense in their Boros aggro deck. So that's good for us. We're buying some time. Why is this revealed? Oh no, they can see it! Oh, my secrets! They know everything! Alright, so the good news is I can't kill it, right? So, let's play a land. I guess we're just gonna flip this, right? So, let's keep it safe. So let's play Survivor and say go. It looks like the board's pretty stable here, too. And now we can kind of just, like, chill, get our stuff going on. They cracked their footage, whatever. They know all my secrets. I watched a Ryan George video this morning with breakfast.
Yeah.
It was about how being invisible is like the creepiest superpower. Like you just, all you can do is creepy stuff and nothing else. Is very, very funny. You should go watch it. Ryan George is the bomb. Ryan George, if you play Magic and want to do a crossover, let me know. Ryan George is one of my favorite content creators. So here's the Surveil 2 draw. This will turn on their FOMO. But if they don't really have good attacks, it doesn't actually matter that much. So they found footage of me losing to Sparky.
You know, I just do things.
All right. We got a huge tank here of us on this found footage. Our hand is good. I mean, like we have, I guess, like it's okay. The escort can help our survival guys get through. All right. So they actually keep both cards. Nobody does that. All right. And they play the Jolly Balloon Man. That's gross. So this can make tokens that are copies of things. They can copy their twins. That's sick. That's funny. Flare Knight says, I have a friend who does interviews for work. She asked me what superpower you'd want. And whenever someone says invisibility, she says, why? Love it. Call them out immediately, you know? All right, so no discards. Their hand is perfect, and their top cards are perfect. That's bad for us. They're going to copy FOMO, not the twins. Interesting. So now they have a flying 1/1 balloon FOMO. They get to rummage, but they already chose not to do that. They get to rummage. They already chose not to. What, I don't know what's going on here. Why would they copy the FOMO? They can get double attack steps, but like their attacks aren't even that good. And then why would they discard to the FOMO? Well, they have to discard the FOMO. There's no choice. They discard a Ripper. This is weird. This has been a weird sequence of events. Balloon Man's very good, though, so they can attack and they can untap the Balloon Man. That's cute. Very, very good. All right, so they're going to attack with the Morph and the FOMO. Very, very odd things happening here. So we see they get to untap for an extra combat step. I guess in theory they want to untap the Balloon Man and copy the twins. Like, do they have a trick here to put... They know I have a 4/4. This is sorcery speed. Like, yeah, they could have the +3/+0, but like, and that would be bad. It'd be very bad for us. I'm just gonna block the Survivor. I'm a coward. All right, that happened really fast. Yeah, I mean, like, it's when you're a gold, again, it's hard. It can be hard to tell what your opponent's doing because they might be making a mistake. I think they're making a mistake there, honestly. But whatever. So we showed some respect. Balloon Man copies twins. This will make a flying twins. It's also a gonna die. They get to manifest dread. More rummages, but like they aren't really using them, so that's fine. They think their 2 cards in are perfect. All right, so that dies. That dies. And we draw a Flesh Burrower. So that's a good draw, at least because we can play 2 things this turn. We got to trap them and Scream Balloon Man. This card's ridiculous. But then we have, like, we can't really attack with Rip and get the survival trigger, which sucks. Our hand is, like, good, but we need to, like, go somewhere, too. Just kill a Balloon Man. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Play Flesh Burrower and just say go. I mean, like, we've got 2 decent cards in our hand. The Escort can pump the Spawn Hunter and get us a trigger. They have a lot of cards too, though. I don't know. We'll see. We're in an interesting game state here with our sort of like mid-rangey survival deck, which doesn't seem like a great place to be, but all right. They're going to return the Balloon Man, it looks like. Ward 2. All right. I mean, Balloon Man with Unsettling Twins is pretty gross. Yeah, we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. We only have few removal spells left. And now they can start copying their twins. Make a 2-2 every turn. This card's really, really good. The Fumble has to attack to untap it. It's not really a combo. So we draw Forest, not ideal. And we just have these stupid survival cards that don't do anything. Like, it's 20 to 15. This sucks. We're like losing on board, and we're also losing. We can't be aggressive either. Just gonna escort and try and set up for a Spawn Hunter attack. Yeah, we just don't have any way to like tap our stuff, you know. And there are some enablers for it, you know. But lights out, lights on. Creepy lights. The Abandoned Doll. That's very bad for us. So this will deal 7 when it attacks. Alright. They're going to copy the doll, but it's legendary. So they can keep the copy, or yeah, or Arbonne is just like, yeah, they're working through it. They're working through some things, you know. That was obviously a mistake. Also, they didn't want to lose their dolls, so they kind of wasted a Balloon Man trigger. But here's a hover ship. All right, this has been a frustrating game. Opponent is certainly not playing optimally, and we're just getting absolutely obliterated. Yeah. They have a doll maker's shop too? Oh my god, their deck's insane. There's so many rares. And I have this 3/4 haste for 5. Yeah, I mean, we can like push through with the escort, I guess. Alright, let's do the survival thing. Man, they're crushing us. All right, they're gonna let all of that through. We survival. We get to make a land into a creature, which is kind of cool. 3/3 forest with haste. Say go. This thing attacks, they just 7 us. And they can just keep copying the Unsettling Twins. They can even animate the hover ship and copy that, which is like isn't that good, I guess. But because when it dies, I just get the mic. I get a Manifest Dread, but. It's an option they have to them, you know, where they can just like, if they ever play a thing they want to kill it, they can just kill it. Trade decks to our opponent? I wish.
How did this happen?
Alright, well, opponents have a tank. Lots to think about, obviously. Crash Co says the problem with power creeped cards is that it supports loose or objectively bad plays. I mean, they're going to crew the hover ship. That's now an 8th creature power 2 or greater. They're going to copy the hover ship. They now have a red-white token UFO balloon. I don't know if it's scary, honestly. All right, so they're going to exile a creature toughness 5 or less. And they're going to exile the Flesh Burrower. Yeah, I mean, all right, so that's gone. They can attack with these hover ships. I mean, we're all just dead to Vidal. This card is unbelievable. This thing would attack and deal 9, gain 9. Like, if it just Leroy here, I'm dead, right? Like, we're effectively at 6 life, and I have 3 blockers. All right, they figured it out. Yeah, we're dead. All right, I mean, GG, I guess. Their deck was really, really good. Really, really good. But that's fine. That's okay. So, we'll shake it off, get to our next game, and see what we can do. Brought to you by...
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting, our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
All right, back into the game.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
The old 5-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop, and I mean, I'm going to keep. I can't mulligan 4 lands, 4 runs, 3 spells. Our entire deck is like 2 and 3 drops, so. Any archetypes to avoid so far? I think this one. Green-White Survival seems like it's a little rough. Here's Flesh Burrower. We drew a 2-drop, good for us. We got some Rakdos, and they're actually not going to attack, even if the Teeth would trade with the Flesh Burrower. That's interesting. If they don't want to trade, I'm not going to trade either, so I'll just go. Grim, first time chatter says the turn they played the Doll, they copied the balloon with Balloon Man and double attack with the FOMO. Lethal? Probably, yeah. You're right, because they would have flying, so I couldn't block it. Yeah, for sure. Opponent obviously going to play more a lot than we last game, but, you know, we're in gold. We're not here to make fun of our opponents. Opponent mistakes as needed, so we can learn from them, but... All right, Derelic Addict. A really good card to play when your opponent is not doing anything. So, lose 2, draw 2. And... we have a lot of cards. We draw an Expanse. All right, well... not a good start, you know, not a good start. We have Fury of Abilities. We obviously have, like, you know, 5-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop coming, which is pretty good, but... how's my NFL team going? The Jets or my fantasy team? Jets well. Fantasy team very, very badly. First pick is out for the first 8 games. It's not going good. Rip Chain Razor Kin. What's up, Jared? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, our deck is definitely not, like, correct. Like, we're not really enabling Survivor. Our curve isn't, like, particularly good. So, like, you know, our deck certainly has issues. But... all right. We're going to tap the Razorkin. I'm going to tap it, I guess, after. Yeah, so let them block. Sure, it's fun. So, they block. We trade. They deal 1 damage to this. Play Fury of Mobility. And get our Bergstrider on, right? Love a good Bergstrider.
Did you hear that?
The amusing thing here is this actually can tap your own creatures too, and it won't be stunned, which is cute. All right. We got Branch Snapper into Fear. I think it's just like, if they have a murder, we're in trouble, which is obviously fairly likely if they have a lot of cards in their hand, but... here's a Bale Merc Leech. 2/2 Eerie. The opponent loses 1. If it's drained for 1, I think it'd be a good card. As it is, I think it's kind of iffy. I'll play murder. 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 You gotta kill it right now. You're so scared of being immobile. Quell your fears. Overcome your fears. Nope, they have Screaming Nemesis. That's a good rare. Alright, that sucks. So, just Boros Reckoner. I mean, there's obviously trades, which is like fine, I guess. Just attack. I mean, double blocking is like kind of. I guess now I take 4 to the face, and I can't gain life for the rest of the game. Sure. I mean, is what it is. All right, so redirect the damage. Oh, I have 3. I'm sorry, because I dealt 3 to them. So now I can't gain life. I don't know why it's an emblem. It's kind of weird, right? All right, and then we're just gonna pray to God they don't have a murder. All right. So I cannot gain life for the rest of the game. Anyone know why this isn't an emblem? I know Sigma Lasher wasn't an emblem either. It seems like a very, very obvious thing to use for an emblem. They can't kill the Branch Snapper, and we could use the Fear to push it through. I mean, next turn we have Fear and Watchdog, which is pretty good, so. That's the name of the board. Cursed Recording. So they cast Instant Source spell, you put a counter on it. 7 more counters on it, you just die, but you can copy your spells. Really, really hard card to use. If there was like a blue-red spells matter archetype, I think this card would probably be good in that deck. But blue-red's all about rooms, which is nothing here, so I don't know. All right, so they have 1 black up, and we untap. All right, sick. Maybe we have a chance here. Bergstrider time. Tap down the Razorkin. Attack with our huge 7/6 Trampler. Colossal Dreadmaw, eat your heart out. More power creep on Dreadmaw, right? F's in chat for Dreadmaw, folks. And Surveil. Top card is a Forest. Ship that one. Basically draw a card. Sick. Alright, I mean, we're attacking for a lot next turn. Only 4 F's in chat for Colossal Dreadmaw. Y'all are monsters. Y'all are monsters. Please don't kill my creature. Why is that a lizard, not a dinosaur? They're gonna threaten. Am I dead? They're gonna threaten. And they're not gonna copy it? They had that 1 black sacrifice card. Oh my god, we're so dead. Oh god. Oh no. No, no, no.
Somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And we draw a land too? Come on. We just bin to land. Alright, to be fair, that was kind of cool. Threaten Final Vengeance. It's the old Rakdos Sack stuff. About not getting blown out. We couldn't do anything to stop that, obviously. Hardened Escort. Alright. Alright. Let's say go. I mean, this card obviously can be powerful. Like, copying spells is pretty good. They're going to Sporogenic Infection. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty dead here, but... Yeah. So, obviously, we say it all the time. If you're going to draw a card, you do that first, you know? I mean, we weren't in, like, great shape, you know? But, alright, so they attack for 5. We go to 4. Not sure what, like, 1 card we can draw here that, like, really helps us. It's probably not... Actually, Rewild Survivor is kind of fine here. Play Survivor. I'm a survivor.
Here is everything we need to survive.
We attack, and game we get a 3/3.
We need to survive.
All right, so we say go. This land can block the Razorkin. And in theory, if we can like keep attacking somehow, we can keep making 3/3s. It is pretty good. So we're probably still pretty dead, but this creature attacks alone. So they're gonna unlock the room, deal 1 with the leech. The leech also might finish us off too. We're certainly dead to a lot of things here. There's no two ways about it, but they're gonna attack in a manner that looks very beneficial to us, so it's probably really bad for us. All right, I mean, we're blocking. What do you got? Oh, God. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. So they manifest twice. They've been a late. They're playing Leyline of the Void in their deck. Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
That's it. I'm going to clone college.
All right, that's really embarrassing. It would be hard to imagine a scenario why you would ever put this card in your deck. That's amateur land too. This is monumentally embarrassing. All right. Yeah. This deck seems awful.
Still a piece of garbage.
Both of our opponents have, I guess our last opponent's deck was really good, but. All right. Hopefully we guess right. We did not guess right. Why did they just flip us up and attack? Oh my God, man. All right. That was a very embarrassing loss. We got. I don't know if we're gonna cover from that one or not. Hey, Karn, want to win some games? I do. Let's do this. Watchdog, Twins, Fear. I feel like our deck is very, 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 very middling. Like all of these cards are fine, but none of them like do anything together. Like, and so our lack of synergy is really kind of hurting us. Let's see. All right, here's a Stalked Researcher, 3/3. We draw a Expanse. All right, give me a Surveil. Give me a 3-drop on top. Veteran Survivor. Is that better than a random card? I don't think it is, actually. I think I'd rather just look for something better. Let's go. Trading Watchdog for Stalk Researcher is not great, but they're going to play a Meat Locker. Stun the Watchdog and Eerie.
That's Eerie with 2 E's.
Let me draw a Cathartic Parting. So we can get rid of the Locker before they draw 3. That's honestly one of the few cases where I'm like, okay, disenchanting a room. Because the good part of this room is the draw 3. If a stun's kind of like whatever. Sure, let's do that. So let's, yeah, we'll just do that and then the Expanse. We're kind of heavy on lands again, unfortunately, but so get rid of that. Play a land, say go. Lights out and the TV on. They're going to play a Mirror Room. Whenever you unlock this door, create a token. It's a copy of a creature you control. All right.
It's like I'm living in a haunted house.
So they're going to make a copy of the Researcher, which honestly isn't even like that good. But it is a lot of 3/3s. All right. Let's get a Plains. And we're in trouble here. This deck is pretty poop stains. Also, we have drawn a freaking lot of lands. Like, we've been bidding lands, surveilling lands, thinning lands, and we just keep drawing more lands. Which is bad. Ugh, that's so annoying. All right, I would obviously we can't use this card to draw a card if it's a morph, which sucks. But all right, sure. Say go, and we just have a bunch of lands in our hand. We do have a Fear Immobility, which is pretty good. They're gonna play a Ghostly Key Bearer, which can unlock their doors. Oh, man. Just the most embarrassing losses, I feel like. All right, let's start by attacking with our Watchdog. And I guess we're just going to tap down the Flyer. And we just need to draw some good stuff. I just don't know what we could draw, honestly. Like... Karn's just take a shit in our deck. All right, here's Underwater Tunnel, Surveil 2. As a Watchdog, not a Vigilance. It's not very good at his job. Yeah. And they're gonna make a 3/3 manifest. Man, we're getting crushed. All right, so they make a manifest. They bin a Duskmourn's Domination. We draw probably the best draw in our entire deck in the Branch Snapper. So that's cool, I guess. They're gonna be able to unlock a room next turn, though. It doesn't matter that much, I guess. But all right, let's jam with our things that can jam. So the goal here is that when you have a big idiot like this, we really want to try and simplify the board. We just like clear things out and make their double blocks worse. We want trades here, like pretty bad, honestly. So double block, sure. So I'm gonna kill the real one or the reflection. Probably the real one. So take 3, and we're gonna play a land, play this big idiot. Maybe we draw a kill spell next turn. They're gonna unlock their Fractured Realm, and they get to have a double trigger thing. Does that matter? I don't know, honestly. So it's obviously a huge range of possible outcomes on this, where like they have some triggered abilities to go nuts if they don't. That's a really good one. Wow. All right. I mean, I guess if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose all at once, right? Like, we actually drew like the best possible card, their Mool Spell. But that being said, I don't know if it actually matters or not. They also didn't equip the Chainsaw, which is sketchy. Yeah, I mean, let's just attack. And they got a flip here too.
There's only room for one witch in here.
Okay, they got a 5/5. And I wanted to kill the Ghostly Keybearer, but we're gonna keep playing. I'm not sure why, but let's hit this. Say go. All 3 of our opponents have absolutely just styled on us. Just like their deck is humming like a fine oiled machine, even if they're playing cards like Ley Line of the Void. And our deck is just bad and not functioning because it just sucks. So, all right, that's fine. This is a 5/5. All right, whatever, ship it. Blow me out. Wreck me. How you doing on complaint equity? Pretty good. All right, just blow me out so I can concede and we can just go to the next draft.
It's over. We lost again. Let it go and accept the truth that we are
So, all right, yeah. Creeping Peeper. We're gonna lose to a Creeping Peeper. This Chainsaw is on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're actually dead on board. Karn's out. He's done. Sorry, Karn. The door's closed. You can't escape. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. All right. That was obvious. Wow, we triple no rank down. Do you not rank down in gold? I'll take it. Jeez. Okay. Well, this deck was pretty bad. To be fair, all of our opponents did style on us really, really badly too. They all just like all of our decks popped off and yada yada yada. But this deck just seemed really bad. We just didn't really do anything. Our deck had like some good cards. Three removal spells, yada yada yada. But our deck didn't do anything. None of our cards really worked together very well. Obviously, we could have drawn better too. I think that, like, this deck could have gone 3-3 or 4-3, like, reasonably easy enough. If our opponents hadn't drawn super well, we didn't draw a lot of lands, yada yada yada. But overall, I think this deck is quite weak. The survival mechanic just doesn't seem very good. There's not a lot of support for, like, actually making a creature survive. I'm sure you could have also drafted better too. But yeah, does seem like this might be the dud archetype of the format. We'll see though. So get drafted again though, right? So episode 6 is coming up. YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.